Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. Call Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakaha Kwadash. And double honor to the elders and apostles, the men of great millstone, and to the rest of the brethren on down that's teaching and preaching the true doctrine of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. Shalom Bayaz Shal Dawada. And to Zakim and Akbar, that's out there repenting. To you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans who fathers go back to one of the 12 sons of the patriarch Jacob Yasha Allah. Shalom to you, Mashpachah. Shahakaram coming at you with a quick one. And I'm going to play this before I go into these scriptures. Check this out. Look what the damn devil say. But on what he said, what do he know about something? Though that's something that he's it's gonna be when he gonna make this statement. It's something that he's going to be repeating from a military official, like a general or something. And in those words that he's gonna say them, that ain't the way he would talk. What would he know about? What would these pencil pushing ass, suit and tie wearing ass motherfuckers know? They don't know shit. They be instructed by those individuals that know those things, or that will say these particular type of things. These pencil pushing motherfuckers sitting behind the desk ass motherfuckers don't know nothing, man. And they asses throw any damn way. But check this out.
Yeah, I do. They violated, but Israel violated it too. Israel, as soon as we made the deal, they came out and they dropped a load of bombs, the likes of which I've never seen before. The biggest load that we've seen. I'm not happy with Israel. You know, when I say, okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either. But I'm really unhappy if Israel's going out this morning because of one rocket that didn't land, that was shot, perhaps by mistake, that didn't land. I'm not happy about that. You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
If you see something, say something.
Basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
Isaiah 9 and verse 6. Isaiah 9 and 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. You see? Now, that don't mean that garments ain't going to be rolled in blood. See? But a lot of their fighting is going to be due to these rockets being shot here, there, a little bit everywhere. See? But they going to get on the battlefield and they going to use those rifles that they got. And they're going to shoot. They're going to get on their ass on the battlefield. But a lot of it is going to be, a lot of their battles is going to be fought by these rockets being shot here and there. When you go into the scriptures, it's just a bunch of scriptures. A plethora of scriptures. And I can't even fucking remember. I can't even remember all the parables and all the dark sayings of what is behind that. But a lot of their fighting is gonna be with what you see taking place right now. See, we just be glad when they kick off, right? When they fully kick off. See, because that's one thing about these Edomites. They talk that talk, but they don't want to die. Why do you think they shoot the rockets and shit? Because they want to go shoot the rockets and then go run to a place of safety. And then hope that it destroy a bunch of people, but then They don't want to they want to kill, but they don't want to be killed. See, they want to fight, but they don't want to be fought against. See, it's like you punch somebody, but you don't want to get punched. I just want to punch, but I don't want to get punched. And that's the mindset of the average Edomite. No, you got to understand, when you punch, you're going to get punched. If you try to fight, hey, you're going to be fought against. See, these Edomites are so pacified to where they think that they can just do these things, but ain't nobody supposed to do them back. Well, the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, is putting you in a position, is putting your ass in a position where you about to be fought against everybody that you ever fought against. All the people that you hate, they about to show you that they hate y'all asses. All the blood you was looking for and spilling, well, all your blood is about to be spilled. See? Because y'all dead bodies is going to be sprawled out all over the place. And a lot of it is going to blow over into where they going to have to be fighting. They going to be fighting hand in hand. Rifle to rifle, meaning if you in my shot range, I'm taking the shot. That's going to also be the battle too. They ain't just got assault rifles. You ain't shooting no assault rifle from one land to another. See? So those things that's going to go from one land to another, yeah, they going to be shooting the rockets. But it's going to culminate to the point to where pretty soon they going to be fighting on the battlefield. They going to be fighting with shooting at each other. That's what I want to see. I want to see these damn Edomites sprawled all over the place like Yahweh Shem Yahushua said they going to be sprawled all over the fucking place. Let me grab this. Jeremiah 25. Around 30. Jeremiah 25. And a lot of this is good to read too. Yeah, you know what? Why not? Why not? Why not? Let's start at 15. Let me see. Let me see. Wow. Shit. Matter of fact, you know what? Let's start. I started at 12. Why not? I was going to go down straight to the point at 30, 31. But let's start here. Jeremiah 25 and verse 12. And it shall come to pass when 70 years are accomplished. No, I don't want that one because that's talking about when I was going in. But I'm going to come down to the point though. Let me see. I started 13. And I will bring upon that land all my words which matter of fact, I just started 12. Why not? Because your 70 years is talking about our captivity in Babylon. But when you understand the similitude of what's being referred to in this chapter pertaining to Babylon the Great, you will get better understanding if you understand the similitude, right? But it says what? And it shall come to pass when 70 years are accomplished that I will punish the king of Babylon and that nation, said Yahweh, for their iniquity, and the land of the Chaldeans will I make it perpetual desolations. And now when you fast forward into our time, hey, don't you know Babylon the Great, aka America, that was been run by these Edomites, don't you know they've been persecuting the Lord's people? See? So during this time, when our captivity is up, what you think he gonna do? Just like our captivity was up there, and what did he do? He sent, and then Babylon it didn't even become a perpetual desolation. Ancient Babylon. You know why? Because it was consolidated into the Medo-Persian Empire. It was not destroyed. See, so some of these things that Jeremiah was being told, he was being told these things. But he didn't quite understand what he was being told and showed. That's why a lot of the prophets, like Ezekiel, Ezra is one of them. that when he was told these particular things, he didn't understand. And what did he do? He asked the angel Uriel, can you give me understanding of this? I don't understand it. And then he said, okay, so I would tell you, wait these days and wait those days, and I would tell you, I will give you the similitude. I will let you know what it's talking about, what I mean, or what Yahweh Shem Yahushua mean. See? So if these things wasn't expounded unto them, they didn't get it. See? Like a lot of the things that Daniel was told. Daniel was instructed or told these particular things, but then what? Daniel said, my cognition must trouble me. Meaning the visions that he was shown and the things that he was told, he didn't fully understand them. See? So he needed those things to be told to him. But it wasn't told to him. See? Matter of fact, let me prove that and then I'll come back and read this. I just want to make this point. Let's go to Daniel. What is that? 7. I think it's 2 of them. I know one of them is like 28. And I think the other one. Okay. And it's another one. I think, is it 15? I think. Let me see real quick. Slakia. Let me just find that real quick. Let me see. There we go. Yeah, 15. Daniel 7 and 15. I, Daniel, was grieved in my spirit in the midst of my body, and the vision of my head troubled me. You see that? See? So these things that Daniel was being shown, he didn't quite understand it. Especially when he was being shown, those different empires that rose up in earth. But what was confusing to him was that fourth empire. Was that fourth, Rome. That was the one that was confusing to him. Why? Because it was jumping from Rome to Rome 2.0, a.k.a. Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America. It was jumping back and forth between Rome and America. Rome and America. And those things was troubling to him. He didn't understand, like what's going on here? I'm being shown Rome, okay, and then I'm being shown this time period. Like, what's going on? He might have saw people that had on the ancient Roman apparel, and then he fast forward to the future, then he see these niggas walking around with suits and ties and all this old shit. So it was troubling him. Like, he's like, wait a minute, what is this? What is this going on? He's seeing the pillars in Rome, and then he fast forward and seeing the pillars in America. Like, what the hell going on? These people, they got on whatever garments and things hanging from their throat, and then look at here, they got on robes and old garments. It was confusing to him what he was saying. But let's go down to the 28, right? And it says what? You see it. It says, hitherto, matter of fact, and I'm starting at 27. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. That's the Israelites, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominion shall serve and obey him. Meaning who? Obey Yahweh by Shem Yahushua and us, the Israelites. Hitherto is the end of the matter. As for me, Daniel, my cogitations must trouble me. Much troubled me. See? Meaning his thoughts, he didn't understand. And my countenance changed in me. But I kept the matter in my heart. Meaning he didn't tell the matter. He kept it in his head, and he wanted to get understanding of it. But let me go here real quick. What is that? Let me see. Is that Second Esdras? I think it's 12. Second Esdras 12. Let me find that thing. I think it's around 10 or something like that. 10, 11. Around there. There you go. 11. Yeah, time. And what it says, Second Esdras 12 and 11. I started 10. Matter of fact, let me see. I started 8. Comfort me then, Second Esdras 12 and 8, and show me thy servant the interpretation of the plain difference of this fearful vision, that thou mayest perfectly comfort my soul. For thou hast judged me worthy to show me the last times. And he said unto me, this is the interpretation of the vision. The eagle whom thou sawest come up from the sea is the kingdom which was seen in the vision of thy brother Daniel. But it was not expounded unto him. Therefore now I declare it unto you. You see that? See, so those things that it wasn't fully to understand, it wasn't fully given to Daniel. See, that's why when you go to Daniel, back to Daniel, it wasn't fully, so this showing you that when the prophets was receiving some of these visions, they didn't fully understand it. See? So when people be reading Jeremiah 50th chapter, Jeremiah the 51st chapter, some Jeremiah 49 too, they thinking it was just specifically for that time back then. See? Because it was wrote a certain way. It was wrote according to those things that they saw and according to those time periods, but it was speaking, some things were speaking about the future. See? So if they didn't fully get the understanding, you think these fucking mortal, simple ass people go get it when they read it? No, they not. See? But let me grab this. Daniel, and what he says. Daniel 12 and let's go up. Let's read that 4 first. Daniel 12 and 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. But when he told him, seal up the words, and it's like he shut up the words and seal the book, meaning what? The words has been shut up from Daniel, and the book has been sealed, meaning he didn't fully get it. He didn't fully have an understanding. See, but guess what? He's going to get that full understanding when he come back in the end. See, when he do what? Let's go read it, right? Daniel 12 and 12. Blessed is he that waited and cometh to the 1,305 and 30 days. But go thou thy way till the end be, for thou shalt rest and stand in thy lot at the end of days. And what he gonna do, stand in his lot at the end of days? He gonna come and prophesy. And he's gonna prophesy with the full understanding of these scriptures. See? At the end of days. And Daniel was somewhere, wherever he may be, or whoever he may be out there, somewhere, he's somewhere. He's somewhere doing what? Preaching the truth of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And telling you, these Edomites' times is up. Their time is motherfucking up, man. But let's go back to that. Let's go back to it, right? Let's go back to Jeremiah. Right? Jeremiah 25 again. Yeah, let's go back down. Right? And let's continue again. Right? Now I'm going to read 12 again. And it came to pass, when 70 years are accomplished, that I will punish the king of Babylon, and that nation, said Yahweh, for their iniquity, and the land of the Chaldees, and will make it perpetual desolations. And I will bring upon that land all my words which I have pronounced against it, even all that is written in this book, which Jeremiah had prophesied against all the nations. For many nations and great kings shall serve themselves of them also, and I will recompense them according to their deeds and according to the work of their own hands. For thus said Yahweh, power, O of Israel, of Yasharallah, unto me, take the wine cup of this fury at my hand, and cause all the nations to whom I send thee to drink it. And they shall drink and be moved and be mad, because of the sword that I will send among them. Then took I the cup of Yahweh's hand, and made all the nations to drink upon whom Yahweh had sent me. coming down. You got all these nations, right? All these nations. All of them, right? But let's go down to the point, though. All these nations. See, and then this is another one when they read this right here, 26. And all the kings of the north far and near, one with another, and all the kings of the world, which are upon the face of the earth, and the king of Sheshach shall drink after them. It says the king of Sheshach. That's a code name for Babylon. Do you think it was talking about ancient Babylon? It's talking about this stinky ass cesspool we living in right now. Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America. Right? And it says what? Therefore thou shalt say unto them, thus said Yahweh of hosts, the power of Yasharallah, drink ye and be drunken, and spew, and fall, and rise no more, because of the sword which I will send among you. See? And what did Most High say? They shall fall and not rise again. And it says, and it shall be, if they refuse to take the cup at thy hand to drink, then shalt thou say unto them, thus said Yahweh of hosts, ye shall certainly drink. And they go drink. They going to drink this cup. See, those dead bodies are going to be sprawled all over the place. But guess what? They going to be shooting. They ain't making these rockets for nothing. They going to shoot those rockets, but they also go get on that battlefield and shoot those motherfucking guns at each other too. They ain't just got them things in their hands and on their slings and shit just for show. They're going to shoot those things too. And you don't shoot those rifles from one country to another. They gonna use those things. They gonna get their ass out there and fight, 10 feet away, 20 feet. So this motherfucker was 50 feet away from me. Blah 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 blah. They gonna get out there and use them things too. See, that's gonna happen too. See, they ain't gonna have no choice but to do that. But they gonna shoot. They gonna shoot. You already said they get out there the 12th day. I give them 12 hours. In the first hour, they get out there and start shooting everything they have. Hey man, they gonna shoot them bullets too. See, they ain't gonna have none of this shit. They gonna use every ordinance that they have. Yahweh Shemiam Shah's gonna make them use all this shit. Cause what you think? You think when we come back down in the kingdom and to establish the kingdom, we gonna having they ordinances gonna still be around? No, ain't none of they using all that shit. He gonna make them use all that shit. All they motherfucking bullets. They using that. Why you think these Edomites be stockpiling and just making a bunch of rifles and a bunch of bullets? Well, guess what? They're going to use that stuff. They're gonna use it. All in these cities that you see these Edomites stockpiling rifles and bullets and buying just a gang of bullets. Guess what? They gonna use all that shit, man. In these cities, in these towns, in these states, and in these other countries and cities and towns and states, they using all that motherfucking shit. Every bit of it. Because in our kingdom, hey, we ain't gonna need that stuff. We gonna be able to say the word and it's gonna be done. We ain't gonna need no damn gun and no bullet. We gonna have power way more. We gonna have that heavenly, divinative power. See, to do these particular things, to say and it's done. We ain't gonna need no bullet and no gun. See, but let me continue. And it says what? For lo, I begin to bring evil on the city, which is called by my name, and they shall be utterly enslaved. And should ye be utterly unpunished? Ye shall not be unpunished, for I will call for a sword upon all the inhabitants of the earth, said Yahweh of hosts. Right? Therefore, prophesy thou against them all these words, and say unto them, the Lord Yahweh shall roar from on high, and utter his voice from his holy habitation. He shall mightily roar upon his habitation. He shall give a shout as they that tread the grapes against all the inhabitants of the earth. A noise shall go even to the ends of the earth, for the Lord Yahweh had a controversy with the nations. He will plead with all flesh. He will give them that are wicked to the sword, said Yahweh. Thus said Yahweh of hosts, behold, evils shall go forth from nation to nation, and a great whirlwind shall be raised up from the coast of the earth. And the slain of Yahweh shall be at that day from one end of the earth even to the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented, neither gathered, nor buried. They shall be dung upon the ground. You see that? They're going to be dung upon the ground. These bodies are going to be everywhere. See? So they going to shoot their rockets, and they going to shoot a lot of them. But guess what? And they going to shoot all the motherfuckers eventually. But guess what? They still got to use those bullets. They still got to use those rifles and those carbines and all the whatever the other shit they got. Those ARs and them AKs, and then they got to shoot. They got to use all that. See? And that's also going to have dead bodies sprawled all over the place. See? So these devils is through, man. They through. But the reason why I'm reading is because they just want to shoot those rockets, and they want that to be done like that, and hoping that, oh yeah, we can just do it like this, and then we don't have to get on the battle. Because a lot of these Edomites know that when you always had the equal, if they didn't have a greater, put it like this, like when they came fighting against the Northern Kingdom, here it is, you had people that had cannonballs being shot from ships, and musket guns, and swords, and iron swords. They was fighting against the people that had wooded shields, wooded bow and arrows, and fucking and wood spears. That didn't stand a chance. Now they fought a hard fight and killed many of these damn Edomites. But they didn't win the battle because why? It wasn't predestined for them to win the battle. But the point, they still had inferior weapons. They used those weapons, but they still had inferior weapons. You ain't gonna win no battle of fighting against somebody that had more of a superior weapon. You're going to lose damn near 9 times out of 10. That's why they say don't bring a knife to a gunfight. See? Yeah, the knife will do its job, but the gun is a more superior weapon. Because why? It can reach out and touch your ass. You see? But the Most High have raised up these other nations, and they have the equal fighting power and equal ordinances that these damn these fucking Edomites got. These are so they hate it. Just like when you go back to the Vietnam War, dealing with World War I. These Edomites, these so-called Americans, they lost. They didn't win. They lost. If you go back and do your research, they lost. Because why? They was fighting against people that had the same thing that they had. They was coming out them holes on their ass and tearing their asses up, man. Tearing their asses up. They had to retreat, and then they gonna say, oh, it was a draw. It wasn't no damn draw. You always say it was a draw when somebody whooped your ass, but you don't want it to be declared. They didn't win that. They lost. They had to retreat. See? That's why you think these Edomites always had this fighting, because it was a part of them coming down and showing the world how they fight, the fire coming from out of heaven. But this was always their way to win the battle. Is say, oh, we're going to come in and we're going to shoot the planes and we're going to drop the bombs on them and stuff. And then send them in and mop the floor after. Well, when you fight now, it's a time where people got those same things you got. You shoot at them, they going to shoot back. You come to fight them, they going to come fight back. See, this is the time you're living in. But guess what? It's going to be, dead bodies going to be on the ground like dung. See? Let's get that other one too. Why not? Why not? Matter of fact, let me grab this real quick. End it off. I just wanted to bring a few out on this. Right? Isaiah. What is that? 66, starting at 15. Isaiah 66 and 15. For behold, the Lord come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will Yahweh plead with all flesh, and the slain of Yahweh shall be many. The what? The slain of Yahweh shall be many. See? And what is that sword? You see them using it right now. Those instruments of death that Yahweh put in their intellect to make, that's his sword. Not there, it's ours. You damn dogs ain't doing nothing but what the Most High programmed y'all to do. See? But they so proud, they thinking that, no, we did this. See? What they say? Is there no more wisdom in teaming? Who the fuck you think you gave you that wisdom? Yahweh Shem Shah gave you that wisdom to execute his will. See? This ain't y'all. Y'all doing exactly what he wants y'all to do. And guess what? And it's gonna be your body's gonna be sprawled out like dung. And it says what? And the slain of Yahweh shall be many. You see that? See? It's gonna be many. But let me grab this one. Let's go to 2nd Esdras. 2nd Esdras 16. Let me see. Let's start around here. Let's start. Let me see. Let me get that real quick. You know what? Why not? Let's read this. Let's read this, right? Let's read this. Yeah, I'll read this and end it off. Why not? Why not? But I wanted to come down to my point, though. Where you at? Come back down. Let me see. Slovakia. Man, all is good. Damn, I just I just wanted to read because I just wanted to make a point with showing, hey, matter of fact, damn, shit, damn, man, because I wanted to make the point. You see what it's saying, right? But let me just go up and read that real quick. I'll jump back down and end it off. Let's go up. 2nd Esdras 16 and 16 and 1. 16 and 1. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? May any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood, or may any one quench the fire in stubble when it had begun to burn? May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer? The mighty power Yahweh Shem Shah sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightning, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord Yahweh shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? See? And that powder is talking about ashes. See? And it says what? The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof. The sea riseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also, before the Lord Yahweh, and before the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss, when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. So they gonna shoot those things. See? And they gonna shoot them all over the place, man. See? Because this is how those dead bodies gonna be spouted on the earth from one place, from one end of the earth, even unto the other. But even in those places where those things you got these people that's gonna have rifles, shotguns, and all kind of shit, and they're gonna use them. They're gonna use them, and that's also gonna cause dead bodies to be laid out everywhere, and ain't nobody gonna be burying them. You know how dead bodies smell? This shit stink. And you go smell that, it's gonna be everywhere. See, this is the wrath of Yahweh Shem Shah. But these people think they're gonna be winners. They think, oh, we're gonna win. There ain't no winners. Yahweh Shem Shah is the winner. He's the one with the royal flush. And all you and that's another thing what he doing with him. He didn't dealt Yahweh shot a hand. You got the Most High. It's like as you playing poker. You got a person that's dealing the cards. That's Yahweh that's dealing the cards. Yahweh Shai is playing with the other opponents on the poker table. The Most High done dealt Yahweh Shai a royal flush. And then these other players, they got some good hands, but don't nothing beat a royal flush. And that's Yahweh Shai's hand. He got that. Ain't nobody else got that. Only one person can have the royal flush on the poker table. And Yahweh Shai got it. He got the winning hand. You see? And they putting in everything. They putting in all the pot. They all in on the pot. Yeah, I'm all in. You say you put in 500,000. Well, I raise you another 500,000. They all in on the pot. They all in. But guess what? They think they got good hands. But don't nothing beat a royal flush. See? Don't nothing beat a royal flush. And now, guess what the Most High about to do? He about to take the pot. Yahweh Shai about to take the pot, man. He's the winner of the house. He's about to take it. Take the whole house. See? Behold, plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundations of the earth. Like an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, returning not backward, even so the plagues that are sent upon earth shall not return again. And what he says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. See, the beginning of sorrows a great mourning, the beginning of famine a great death, the beginning of wars, and the powerless shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils come? You see this? You see? So as we're asking, like, when is the Lord going to save me out of that shit? Is he going to save me out of this shit? Yeah, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua going to save his elect out of it, man. Because that judgment ain't for us. It's for 2/3 of our people and these wicked ass heathens and these punk ass Edomite heathens and the rest of these heathens. It's for them. It ain't for the elect to receive this judgment. That's the meaning, a part of our salvation. You being saved out of this. See, from the hand of your enemies and all that hate you. This ain't our judgment. This is the judgment of the wicked. And that wicked consists of these Edomites and all these heathens and 2/3 of our people. This is their judgment. See, but let me come down to the point and grab that one. Let me grab this other one that I wanted. Right. I started 33. 2nd Ezra 16:33. The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. Where they at? Where the man gonna be at? On that battlefield. The woman shall mourn, having no husbands. Where their husbands at? On that battlefield. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helper. Why? Their daughters, hey, they ain't got no man. They ain't got no man either. And it says what? In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed. What's going to happen? It's going to be a lot of motherfucking women. It's going to be a lot of motherfucking women. See? What? And in the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed. So we ain't going to have, in that day, we ain't going to have to be worrying about committing adultery. Because a lot of these bitches going to be free from the law of marriage to that man. Because why? His body, he going to be destroyed. Hey, and that's all part of the plan of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. See? And their husbands shall perish of famine. That's another way the Most High will get rid of them. See? But I just wanted to read that to show that, hey man, they going to the battle too. They ain't just gonna be shooting rockets, man. They getting their ass out there too and go use them damn rifles and the bullets too. See? Hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of Yahweh. You see? What he says? Behold the word of Yahweh. Receive it. Believe not the gods, of whom the Lord spake, meaning these motherfucking false ass idols and these punk ass rulers and their bullshit. Don't believe them. Believe the servants of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And what it says, Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. Meaning, hey, they gonna do it all. All of it's finna happen. All of it, everything that the Most High spoke is finna take place. And ain't none of it gonna be slack. It's all finna be fulfilled. See? So I'm gonna end it off there, giving all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Ba'Hashem Rakah Ha Kodash. Shalom, Yasharallah.